This is Emily Forwell. I'm a nutritional therapist, and every day on my Facebook page, Forwell People, I'm going live and I'm currently talking about lockdown weight and suggesting some simple things we can do, simple tweaks you can make to your diet and lifestyle that will make weight management much easier. So I've talked about a number of things, mostly diet related so far, and today I want to talk about the impact of sleep on your weight. So it might not be a connection that you've paid much attention to before, but there's a lot of research come out in the last 5 years that has suggested there's a big link between the quality of your sleep and your ability to maintain weight. So the less sleep you get, the more likely you are to overeat the next day, and then this will lead to weight gain. And research has shown that we're more likely to seek out fattening foods, so foods that are high in carbohydrates or sugar, and the day after having a poor night's sleep. And not only do we seek out those type of foods, but we lose the ability to rationalize that decision. So it has a big impact on how the brain works. And in studies that have been undertaken, just losing a couple of hours of sleep for a couple of nights in a row can lead to weight gain. And on this study, people who lost 2 hours of sleep over 2 consecutive nights gained 2 pounds. Other things happen when we lose sleep. So our cortisol, so this is our stress hormone, cortisol, will rise, and as do inflammation markers. And one of the things about obesity is it is an inflammatory condition. So anything we can do to keep our inflammation levels down will be helpful. The other things that happen in terms of hormones are that we produce 2 hormones, ghrelin and leptin. And these are adversely affected by sleep. So ghrelin is the hormone that makes us hungry. It's like called the snacking hormone. And if we don't get enough sleep, ghrelin rises, so we're more likely to want to snack and eat more the next day. And leptin controls our appetite. So we produce less leptin a day after having a bad night's sleep, and therefore we'll feel hungry because our appetite will be less easily controlled. And something that I've just learnt today is a lack of sleep also raises the levels of something called endocannabinoid in the blood. And this is a substance that acts a bit like marijuana. And it makes the act of eating more enjoyable, especially in the evening. And with this level of endocannabinoid rising, again, we're more likely to be drawn towards high carb and high sugar foods. And there's more. It also disrupts our sensitivity to insulin. And as we know, once we have problems with the body responding to insulin, we're more likely to put on weight, and our risk of type 2 diabetes increases. So it is important to get a lot of sleep, and there's lots of research around sleep to say that it's about routine and keeping to the same bedtime every night. That's supposed to be important. But what we should be looking for is around 8 hours of sleep a night. After 16 hours of being awake, the body starts to lose its efficiency. So start thinking of it in those terms. If you've been awake for more than 16 hours, well, then it's probably time to get to sleep. So we should all be aiming for 8 hours of sleep a night. The earlier that you start, the better. So apparently every hour before 11 is worth 2 hours afterwards. Don't know how long that pans out, but do try and get to bed before 11. And I've talked about sleep a few weeks ago, so maybe go back and watch my videos on how to get a good night's sleep for tips on what you can do with your diet and other lifestyle factors to encourage a good night's sleep. All the videos that I've previously put out are on my Facebook page under the video title, and you should be able to find the ones on sleep. So I hope that's helped. Hopefully it'll give you more incentive to get to bed early and to switch off that television set. Netflix has a lot to answer for. So yeah, try and get more sleep, and hopefully your waistline will show the benefits. Thanks for listening. Please share this if you found it useful, and do comment and ask questions, and I will be happy to answer them. So thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow. Thanks, bye.